Hello, Digibent, and welcome to the Patch Notes, episode 1.3 for the month of February. I'm your host, Gunnar Headley. On this episode, we have Jeffrey Thompson talking to students in and seeing what they're up to. We have a Game Trivia question, and we have this episode's Spotlight. Now, over to Jeffrey.
I'm here with Izzy, the president of Student Senate. How you doing, Izzy?
I'm doing all right. We just had a meeting, so, about to go back to my team space and work on stuff.
All right, now in a typical meeting, what exactly happens at Student Senate?
Well, we have an agenda. We have a representative from Student Affairs, we have a representative from IT, and then we have individual appointed people who go over certain aspects of the Senate, like talking about facilities, talking about land party, talking about stuff we have for guest lectures and table times and stuff like that. And then we usually just go over miscellaneous things the executives or various people in the Senate have to follow up on, and then we just have an open floor, and then the meeting's over.
What sort of things have Student Senate accomplished in the past?
So it's kind of difficult because there's nothing that Student Senate ever does on its own. Someone by force of their own nature just does a thing. Usually you have to go through a lot of faculty and stuff like that. But as far as getting student input and then using it to change things about the school, there's the coffee machine did not exist until someone suggested to the Senate and then we put it in. The vending machine that has microwavable food also did not exist until someone put it into the Senate. Microsoft Office, we didn't get that until someone in the Senate suggested that we should have Microsoft Office because we had Open Office and Libre, but not Microsoft, and we have so many people that go to Microsoft, so that was something that we put the request in through to IT, and then IT handled that. The parking issues from a year ago, any freshmen who are here maybe don't understand what the problems are, but there was a big parking hubbub a year ago that just created a lot of hostile feedback, and we worked with Student Affairs and facilities to come up with a more suitable solution for that.
How would you suggest that a student get a request processed through the Student Senate?
So the easiest way is to go to the table on Mondays. So you'll talk to one of the Senate representatives there, like Ron Fiddleman, for example, and then he'll write something down on the notes we get and then present them at the Senate meeting 4 days later. And then if it's something we can actually act on, that the Senate can influence, then we will assign it to someone or someone will take point on it. For example, if, say, you wanted more chairs for there to be in the Edison lab space. So it'd be something like, who's our facility point of contact? Oh, it's Jose. Let's give this to Jose. And then Jose will go talk to whoever in facilities will make that happen and then give us feedback on whether or not it was immediately done or what the next steps will be to make sure that this thing can be accomplished. And for bigger projects, it may usually take things like committees where there are multiple people from several angles of attack, but those are very rare and are usually the things that are very large in the semester.
All right, and how would a student go about joining Student Senate or want to get more involved?
So if you just want to give more feedback, you can just go to the table or talk to any of the executives or friends that you know are in the Senate, because that's the easiest way to do that. But if you actually want to continue helping out at the school, thank you. Then you can go to Student Affairs and get a Senate nomination form, and then you have to go around and get 20 signatures and then write a paragraph or something on why you think you'd be able to help out the Senate, and then just hand that in, and then you can be in the meetings and be an active student. You can also just attend the meetings if you're not an active member, but you'll be a prospect member, and we don't really give them responsibilities because we can't count on them.
And when are those meetings?
They're 3:30 to 4:30 on Fridays in Plato.
All right, thank you very much for your time, Izzy.
Thanks, Jeffrey. And now on to this week's game trivia question. After that, we have this week's Spotlight.
That's it for us. Join us next episode for an exciting new Patch Notes, but until then, stay in the loop, Dragons.